Raider Nation, Blaze one for the real ones. Let's do what we do. Season ending review. Super Bowl is over. Season is done. What went right, what went wrong. Let's talk about it. But you know where we start at first. Raiders. What up, Raiders Nation? Raiders tea time. It's your boy, T3, RT3, trying to get down for the get down. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Come talk to your boy. Yes, I'm talking to all of you. I'm coming for you. But let's begin. Let's talk about it. This whole season, we're going to break this down as quickly as possible because we ain't got all day to talk to you. Your man's is hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, what went right, what went wrong? So, as the season began, we know that AP was hired as the Raiders' new head coach, moving off the intern spot. I felt that they should have moved Chip Kelly as the new GM, but Mark Davis was uncomfortable with bringing a first-time head coach and a first-time GM together, so he went out and hired Tom Telesco, the man that came from the San Diego and LA Chargers. Either way, he was trash, but he did deliver us a great gift. Offseason kicks in, and who do we bring in? First man of the day, Christian Wilkins. We have solidified that defensive line to run with Max Crosby, to run with Malcolm Koonce, to go on with our first round pick from a couple years ago, number 9. So he is out there and we out here in the game and we're doing our things. So now we're feeling all frisky and nice. And then who does he sign? Gardner the Cowboy Minshew to be our quarterback. Now, why was that a problem? Well, we know AP was pounding the table to let us know that we need to move up to get Jayden Daniels. What else do we know? We knew that the offensive coordinator was supposed to be Cliff Kingsbury, but they would not give him the extra year on his contract. That was Telesco saying, nah, we ain't doing that, and he moved on. Keep that in mind. Offseason kicks off. We get into the draft. We are in the board. We do not move up to try to get Jayden Daniels. We don't move up at all to try to get a single of 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first round within the first 10 picks of the NFL draft. Something never heard of, never seen before. Let you know how good and how pretty decent this draft class of quarterbacks was and how are they looked at compared to the draft class that's coming up. But in that 13th pick, fell to us, the man Brock Bowers, Optimus Prime, which I will not lie, I was not excited about when we drafted. We had just drafted Michael Mayer last year out of Notre Dame, and now we bring in another tight end, knowing we needed a quarterback going into the game, but okay, fine. In the second round, we pick up JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson, who was slated as a first-round draft pick, but was known for injuries going off in the game. And then in the third round, we pick up another offensive lineman, DJ Glaze. You know what I'm saying? Sound like a DJ off the table, but we pick him up, and then we go on with the rest of the draft, picking up a couple corners, picking up a running back. No quarterback was drafted at all in this year's draft. So we go into the offseason. The offseason, we're not looking good. Michael Mayer goes MIA. JPJ is on concussion protocol for the first 6 weeks of the season. Malcolm Koonce goes down with an ACL tear and is done for the season. And we have to rely on number 9 to come do his thing. We bring in Luke Getsy as the offensive coordinator, who was just a failed experiment in Chicago. Whose idea? Well, at that point, we had nobody else to turn to, which I feel we probably could have and should have pulled from the college ranks. But once again, Telesco was running the show. How do I know this? Because when we finally started the season with our quarterback, Gardner the Cowboy Minshew, it was based on money and not skill. Even though AOC and Gardner the Cowboy Minshew did not space themselves out as who was better or what, they were going to go with the quarterback they was paying the most money. They was going to say pretty much Telesco's like, I'm not paying this man $15 million to sit on the bench in the backup behind a rookie quarterback coming in on his second year, which was probably for the best, because starting off, our O-line was absolutely positively trash all season of the first 8 to 9 weeks of the season. At that point, even if we had AOC, he was going to take most sacks. If Gardner wasn't giving up interceptions, AOC was going to give up the sacks. Well, at that point, your boy Davante Adams decided he wanted out. He is like, I've been here for 2 years. I've seen 2 coaches. I don't want this in my life. I want to go with the old man with the Jets. So fine, we traded off Davante Adams to the Jets, which opened up the door for your man Jakobi Meyers and for Brock Bowers to show us exactly who we have. Your boy White was supposed to be the starting running back for our Las Vegas Raiders. Trash. Did not show a speck of light in the entire time of the game. The season gets off to a phenomenal we lost barely. I don't care what anybody say. We lost barely to the Los Angeles Chargers. And then we come into the game with Baltimore, show in and show out and do our thing. And then we roll up into Carolina and just no show. Absolutely, positively no show in the game. Like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't even think the team got off the bus. It was just that bad. We only had 2 games the whole season where the team did not show up. The Carolina Panthers game and the Miami Dolphins game. Just 2 games that it made no sense that we have lost, because neither one of those teams was showing anything that they show. We did everything we had to do against the Cleveland Browns. We did everything we needed to do against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We needed everything we needed to do against the Kansas City Chiefs. We did everything we needed to do. Yo, in the Broncos game, oh my God, let's not even start that. Like, we started off doing right. We had them boys on tight. We was on the tight ropes, had them up, getting ready to drop the elbow. And your boy Gardner the Cowboy Minshew threw an interception, and that was all she wrote. After that, it was just all downhill. Max Crosby gets hurt in week 3 and just was not the same, and he needed season-ending surgery at the end of the day. Christian Wilkins gets hurt by week 4, and then he's done for the rest of the season, and we don't see him for the rest of the game. So now we're running on backups. We bring in Clavon Chason. We got your boy Snowden running out in the game. We got people out there just trying to hang in there, and the defense is showing up. I am not mad at this defense all year long. This defense came to do what they do. Jack Jones made a couple mistakes, but I had the most interceptions in your game. Jacorian Bennett was out there being a shut-down corner. He is number 0 for 0 flight zone up in this game and holding it down. Your man Merrick was out there flying all over the field. Epps goes down with a season-ending MCL tear in the knee, and he was done for the rest of the year, which means that your man Polamalu had to come in and do his thing. He made a lot of rookie mistakes and a lot of things went bad, but he did, at the end of the season, show that he is at least a serviceable safety. Now, your boy Spillane out there guarding the tunnels, out there hitting holes and pimping holes and slamming Cadillac doors. Your man was doing his thing out there all season long, but we could not generate points. We could not run the ball inside the 20s. From the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, we were a phenomenal team. Inside the 20s, we look like schoolyard children. You know what I'm saying? It was absolutely positively awful. And Gardner kept giving away the ball. It was like, you get a ball, you get a ball, you get a ball. Like, it was just everywhere which way possible. It hurt my feelings in so many ways. I could not stop crying all season long. It was absolutely awful. AP, he made some mistakes. He did. He brought in an all-star old school staff, but it did not help him in the end. He ended up firing Luke Getsy by mid-season. He bring in your man Norv Turner and his son, his son Turner into the game. Offensive looked better when AOC finally took over, broke his thumb. Oh my God. Now we got to put Minshew back out there, broke his collarbone. Oh my God. Then we get Desmond Ridder coming up in there, and Ridder was a Riddler. You know what I'm saying? You had no idea what you was getting, and it was god awful. You know what I'm saying? We barely won or barely lost to Atlanta, and Atlanta was looking worse than we was. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. It was just everything that could go wrong did go wrong for this season, and the decisions being made. And Tedesco and AP were never on the same page. Tedesco did bring us in a couple free agents throughout the season, but one reason why I feel 100% to this day that we had more success when AP was an intern coach and Chip Kelly was an intern GM was because the two were on the same page. They worked together. They did what they were supposed to do as a team. AP was like, this is what I need. Champ Kelly says, I got you. You know what I'm saying? They were on the par, making every decision possibly made. AP played by his gut and not by these stupid rule books that's out there, and he made better decisions. So here we are. We got a new regime. We got new things going on. We have everything that's popping with Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, Patrick Graham. We got the three-headed monster on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball. Now, quarterback. This is my whole thing and my whole spiel. I'm gonna say it. We could go up and try to get Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, or we could take best player available and get our bridge quarterback. If you do not believe in the folks that are coming out in this year's draft at quarterback selection, I believe this quarterback class is deeper than what they expect. As we just seen with the Super Bowl, you don't need a tier 1 quarterback to win the Super Bowl. You need a good team. Defense that's going to get your man. Have Patrick Mahomes running like a schoolgirl across the court line. Yo, they shut down your boy, Travis Kelce. He was on the sidelines crying all night. An offensive line that can protect the quarterback and not allow any mistakes. Yes, Hurts threw an interception, but that was on him, not his O-line. There was not the blueprint. Forget the blueprint to beat the Chiefs. They showed you what a team effort looks like. Las Vegas, Raiders. Let's go into this draft smart. Let's make smart defensive, offensive decisions. Let's draft accordingly. Let's put together a squad. I want a squad. Forget the whole let's get Shedeur. If Shedeur come to me, great. If he don't, fine. I want a squad, homie. I want somebody out there chicken hawking and picking everything out there in the game. I want everybody, and I want a defense that's going to punch everybody in the face. Raider Nation, stand up. Let's do what we do. Woo, boy, we got a lot to look at this offseason. But until then, my friends, let's hang once again and holler at your boy, Ray.